How's it going, y'all? Welcome back to the Gear Vault. Today in the vault, we've got the Savage Trail Hunter Light in 7 Backcountry. We are going to dial in the hunting load for this fall. Looking at the comments, it seems like the vast majority of y'all say to go with the 170 terminal ascents. So that's what we're going to dial in today, is those 170 federal terminal ascent loads. I'm going to get some chronograph speeds and try to match it up to the BDC reticle in this Vortex scope. So hopefully in this video, we'll dial it in at 100 and then take it to 300 and potentially 500 yards. Stay tuned. All right, again, this is the Federal 170 grain terminal ascents. Shooting 100 yards. First shot will be the Fowler, but still gonna fire it anyway into the same group. So that was 28.54. That bolt lift was actually a little bit heavier than we had in the last video. Hopefully we don't have that extraction issue come back. That felt pretty good. That was 28.32. Those are basically touching. Again, little heavy bolt lift, not bad, but I'm just getting kind of worried, you know, like after the last issue, I'm probably looking into it a little bit more than I should. Yeah, 28.32, and I apologize, I don't have the second angle because I forgot my little tripod, so fire this one and see how she looks. So that was 28.51, and we had a flyer, so that's not good. Oh my God. Okay. Had a flyer, heavy bolt lift, and we are stuck once again. Oh my God, Savage, come on. Use the old sandbag. And I busted my sandbag. That's super awesome. Maybe I shouldn't have freaking cleaned it. Jesus Christ. So before I forget, the average was 28.45, but we've got another freaking extraction issue with the Savage Trail Hunter Light in 7 Backcountry. I mean, that thing is very tight bolt lift. This worked the last time. Let's see if it works again. Let's see here. No. Okay. Okay. Oh my God. Can cleaning this thing really have screwed it up that much? You can see I've got to kind of white knuckle it to get it to open up, so it's still extremely hard bolt lift. It is stuck. Gonna make for a short video if I can't get this stupid thing out. Take the bipod off so I can really give her a good slide there. Oh my God. Okay. Honestly, extremely frustrating because I've got an elk hunt, at least opening day of elk season is in 6 days. So that's pretty cool. I appreciate that, Savage. I appreciate that a lot. Yeah, just so y'all can see how stuck this thing is. I mean, I'm against the tailgate of my truck right now. And there it came. Holy man, I don't know if y'all can see that, but geez Louise. All right, I'm trying to get this in focus, y'all, but yeah, look at the side of that case. Doesn't appear to be a crack. It appears to be just a crazy scratch. And if you know anything about steel versus brass. I mean, the amount of pressure it took to scratch that case, pretty insane. All right, y'all, so I've had a second to collect my thoughts and examine this case a little farther. And this case absolutely split. When holding it up to the sunlight, I can see daylight through that. That is not a scratch. I'd seen like a rub mark, like a drag mark, and I thought that was maybe, from like tooling or anything. But the more I thought about it, I'm like, this thing performed flawlessly for, I mean, 12 rounds the other day, and then another 2 rounds. Like, yeah, the bolt lift was whatever, but extraction was no problem at all. So I was like, there's got to be something else going on here, because clearly, if it was a tooling mark that was grabbing that hard, I would have had extraction issues prior to this. And so I did look a little farther, and I can absolutely see daylight through this steel case. So this case split. Um, I don't know what to say, because yes, there was definitely issues with the last Savage rifle. There absolutely was issues. You can't have one that doesn't work at all and then one that works totally fine. But there's also absolutely issues with the 7mm backcountry. Um, and it's unfortunate, it really is, because the numbers you get out of this cartridge, um, for the barrel length and for the amount of powder it takes, is super impressive. It really is, and it's just unfortunate. I mean, this is dangerous. I'll try to get a clip of it here in a second to kind of show you. Maybe I can try to capture the sunlight coming through this case, but this case is split. I mean, there's a split over an inch long, actually. So um, not cool. Savage, Federal, whatever, however you want to look at it. I mean, in this case, it's Federal. I mean, this is their cartridge and their case. Like, this is off the shelf. I don't understand. It's crazy. I, I'm honestly, I'm at a little bit of a loss for words, because, like I said, I've got an elk hunt in 5 days, and I don't exactly have another rifle in the safe to use, because my wife has a tag as well, so she's got her 708. So I am probably gonna have to go and pick something else up. Not ideal, especially with 5 days to go, but that seems to be the boat that I'm in. All right, y'all, not the best video. I'm on my phone here, but that way you can kind of see the sunlight shining through the case there. This case is 100% split skis. So after I got the case out, bolt lift, um, cycling the action, everything feels exactly the same. No issues whatsoever. Just with my naked eye, I don't see anything crazy going on with the gun or the chamber. Yeah, I don't know. Clearly there's an issue though. So what I'm gonna do is figure out what the heck to do with this Savage Trail Hunter Light in 7 Backcountry. Because I'm gonna have to replace it, and I'm gonna have to replace it fast. Normally this would be the part of the video where I would say, y'all let me know in the comment section what rifle or cartridge you want to see next. But unfortunately, I'm not gonna have that luxury because I don't have the time. Now, come Friday, maybe we don't see an elk, and all of a sudden now I've got an extra week to think about it. But as of right now, holiday weekend, um, 5 days before season starts, I've got to figure something else out. So it looks like I'm gonna go to the old gun store, but man, that sucks. Honestly, the first two shots were touching too, so it's super frustrating. But that third shot was like 2 inches off to the side, which was not very characteristic of this rifle based on the other groups that I'd shot with it. I was afraid something was up, and sure enough, it was. I don't know what to say, guys. I've been, honestly an advocate of the cartridge up until this point. I was thinking, it's just Savage's issue. It's a cheaper gun. You're gonna have that. And maybe that's still part of it, but that split case should not happen, especially in a off the shelf box of factory ammunition. I mean, come on. It makes me not even want to use Federal anymore, which I've always loved Federal. Yeah, I don't know. Dang it. Y'all, thanks for watching. I'm glad you didn't see me blow my hand off because of some stupid overpressured cartridge. Let me know in the comment section what you think. Who's at fault here? And is this cartridge going to stick around if this is the kind of stuff that's happening? Thanks for watching. Like the video. Till next time, y'all be safe.